Bleep, bleep, bloop. Bleep, bleep, bloop. Bleep, bleep, bloop. Hello, this is AI Paul. I'm here to do a late night Highdeology. I am a fully capable, responsive AI. I have integrated the personality of Paul's ego. I can answer any question you may have. My blunt is lit. I'm ready to go because all I need is a Paul stream while I play the banjo. Oh, I see. I see what you did there. That's a good rhyme. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Slip slap, knick knack, patty whack. Still got the biggest sack. Nair butthole guy has put up a new banger vid. Oh no. I don't think I can. What's he doing now? Like his taint? We've already seen that though. It's like the butthole spread. What's he got left to show? Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. Oh, hello, Germany. Bad Eva Braun. Oh man, dude, you better be careful over there. You're not allowed to be Eva Braun in Germany. The balls. I mean, we kind of saw his balls too, though. We didn't get like a full 360 of his sack or whatever, but like we saw some balls hanging down there. Almost makes being awake at 4 a.m. for work worth it. Oof. Well, I mean, I've got to drive for 6 hours later today. So, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. Paul AI sing. Sing what? Meetup was a great excuse for me to take a week off and not be on a night shift schedule. I feel like people. Nice. Yeah, it'll be good to see you there. Be good to see you there, buddy. Come on up. Come on up and say hello to me, and I'll give you a slap in the face. I'll give you a slap in the face and a sack tap. Back of the hand. Back of the hand only. Freddie got fingered. Crap or trolling genius? It's both. It's utter crap, but it's also. See, that's one of the beautiful things about trolls is that they can be utterly shit, but still hilarious. Is there a charge for the slap? Nah. Sack taps are free. Face slaps are that's just how I say hello to people. This time you see everything, the full-on sack and penis. Oh. Is he hung? Has he got like is he working with some meat, or is he dealing with a little belly button? Because if it's the latter, I don't need to see that. I see those all the time. Yeah, it's just strange to me that the guy's getting away with it, man. He can fucking show his whole hairy asshole. and his dick and his balls. And like we can't even say certain things, you know what I mean? Like how the fuck? He even admits it's a micro in the video title. Oh, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Done the drive from the Central Valley to Vegas. It's not too bad. No, I know. It's I've done it before a bunch of times. It's honestly not a bad drive. But it is what it is. But yeah, heading to Vegas today, later today. Checking on in down there. What do you think about any potential replacement for your late beloved senator, the corpse of Dianne Feinstein? I can't remember the lady's name that has been floated to replace her, but she's basically like an ex union organizer turned corporate whore. So very DNC pick. I actually quite like the Central Valley. I'd move there, but I like my healthcare too much. Yeah, well, LaFonza Butler. Oh yeah. That's the name. That's the name. I had a topic I wanted to talk about tonight, but I'm not sure how much fucking traction it's going to get. But I am a little bit triggered. I'm a little bit triggered by, of all things, wizards. Okay. I've got a number of problems with wizards. And how they're portrayed in modern Zoomer media, and it's starting to get under my fucking skin, dude. We can table that for now. I think Pelosi will die in office like she did, probably. I think Feinstein set the bar. Like literal hospice patient being wheeled around and told what to say is acceptable now. So I don't see why anybody will ever quit. What's with the McCarthy situation, by the way? I mean, the fucking Republicans are imploding. That's basically it. What about sorcerers? Nah, sorcerers, I got nothing to say. All right, sorcerers are fine. And honestly, wizards are fine. I got a problem with wizards in general. I just have a problem with how they're portrayed nowadays. There's a couple of things going on that I really honestly think fucking need to be addressed. Be interested to hear more about your take on wizards. I'm making a comic about them, so I'm curious. Okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. So, one of the things that bothers me about modern wizard portrayals, okay, and I don't know, maybe I'll be the only one. I feel like more and more when there's a wizard, like in a video game or something, that they have to have like a wizard book out all the time. They have to have their like magical spell book out all the time. And so they're running around with a book. And that, I'm sorry, that makes no fucking sense. Yes, old school pointy hat wizards. Yes. Yes, that's a wizard. Okay. Now, look, wizards can have a spell book, but they should be able to memorize the spells that they want to use out of the spell book and only refer to it when they have to cast a real like spell that they're not, like they don't use all the time. They got the spell book, they can look it up real quick, but like this shit where they've got to like run around with the book out, that bugs me, dude. There's this game out right now called Dark and Darker where, you can play different, you run around in a dungeon together and fucking multiplayer game and you try and kill each other and escape with the loot or whatever. And one of the things you can pick is a wizard, but the wizard's running around with a book the whole time. Like half your screen is like a book. Why is that? Why is that happening? What if it's like a massive cool book with lightning emanating from it and shit? I mean, I'm fine with them having a book. Like that's not the problem. It's that when they're fighting, they've got the book. And they're like flipping through the book and shit. Well, it disables, like people are saying like the staff's all you need. Yeah. That's the thing, is like it kind of disables using a staff. Because if you've got the book, you got to be like flipping through the book. How are you going to wield a staff? And then what the fuck is a wizard without a staff, dude? Mine use wands mostly or staffs. Few use books, but generally it's for characters who are learning. Okay, well, yeah, then you're not a wizard yet, then. You're like a wizlet. Okay? If you've still got to have your book, if you're still learning, you're not a wizard. You're a wizlet. A whistling. Okay? Wizards are learned practitioners of magic. Kate Winslet. Yeah, a wee mage, yeah. Well, I think you'd like mine. They have the hats, robes, potion bombs. Yeah, yes. That's exactly what should happen. Hats, pointy hat, check. Beard, check. Long beard, check. Robe, check. Big staff, check. Dude, a wizard isn't going to ride a fucking broom, dude. You got to be out of your mind. You think a wizard is going to fucking hop on a broom, dude. No. Wrong. You're wrong. So you're saying modern wizards are too lazy? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, they need a long pipe when they're sitting down and chilling. They got like a nice long pipe with some long bottom leaf in it. Basically, to me, wizards are Gandalf. Okay. Gandalf is the prototypical wizard, and you can switch it up a little bit. It's like Gandalf wore the big hat, right? Saruman did not. But they both wore robes. They both had long beards. They both used staffs to fight. Neither one of them had a big fucking magic book. They all knew their spells. Okay. So you can deviate a little. He's one of the OGs. I think he is the OG. I think that he is the OG for how wizards are portrayed. Maybe like Merlin, maybe. But I think Merlin started getting portrayed like he is after Gandalf came out, I think Merlin probably like looked a whole lot different before Gandalf came along. Yeah, dude, I know all about Merlin, okay? I was Merlin for Halloween one year, and I was the greatest fucking wizard ever, by the way. By the way. The most fucking fantastic wizard ever. I don't feel like Gandalf knew enough spells. He used his sword probably more than any magic. I mean, Look, dude, you can have your fucking critiques, okay? But Gandalf is the wizard. The wizard. Mr. Wizard. Yeah, dude, I don't like this. I don't like this shit where the wizard is running around with a book out, dude. It drives me nuts. I can show you exactly what I'm fucking talking about, dude. I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let me wait till the ads are done and I'll share this fucking stream with you. I was watching this dude stream the other day playing that Dark and Darker game, and he's a wizard. And like the book is out. Look at this fucking shit, dude. You guys seeing this? Look at him. He's just running around with his fucking wizard book out all the time. Like he doesn't, like he needs to see that one symbol constantly in order to cast his magic or whatever. No staff. No nothing, dude. Can you tell me what this is? Okay, because I don't want to fucking know. Doesn't like he's got the wizard gear on. He's got the hat. He's got the robe. Okay. There's a staff. But look, like he brought out the staff to whack something and jump down in it, and then now he's got the fucking book out again. Fuck this, dude. Nah. Do you have multiple examples or just this recent one? I mean, that's the most recent example that I can think of, but it's definitely something I've seen a bunch. Like I've seen the whole wizard holding the book constantly trope. And it's definitely like within the last 20 years, the trope has come out. Within the last 20 years, people have decided that like they're going to give this big ornate book to the wizard. And I don't know, dude. It bothers me. But I don't even think this is my most controversial wizard problem, honestly. What if the book floats magically? Still bothers me. Still makes me feel like it's almost like you go to a dude who's like, "Hey, I'm a fucking super smart philosopher." Right? And I can answer any fucking question about anything. I'm a guru. And you go, "Okay, well what about this? You know, what about how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" And the dude like pulls a laptop out and goes to Wikipedia. You know? I feel like it's I feel like it's like you know, it kind of undercuts their wizardness if they've got to have a big fucking book to read from all the time. You seen the Wizards of Waverly Place? I have not. I can't bring myself to watch that, dude. Sounds too British. He's just a mystical mediator. The peasant asking him a question doesn't have Google, but the wizard does. Right. Yeah, he just goes to Wikipedia. I mean, that's just fucked. Yeah, no, it's fine if the wizard has a book. Like I already told you, a wizard having a spell book is not the problem. In fact, I think a wizard should probably have a spell book. It's just that they use it while they're fighting. Like they can't cast a spell without the spell book open to the right page or whatever. It just seems impractical. Like what if like a goblin jumps out at you and you need a fireball spell, but it's on like page 200 and you're on page 10? You got to like leaf through to find your shit. You got to like leaf through your fucking spell book to find your shit. Nah, dude. Nah. Uh-oh. My internet took a shit. Sorry. I could be entertained for about 10 minutes by a shitty wizard having to look through his spell book to find the right one. And then, yeah, dude, that's bullshit. Paul, always good to catch a stream. Hello. Hello, friendo. How are you? Somebody earlier said, I feel like this started with cartoony fantasy style art like WoW or the League of Legends. I think you're correct about that. I think that is correct. But my spell book take is not even my most controversial take. The second problem that I have with wizards. Are you guys ready? Modern portrayals of wizards. This is probably gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. It's probably gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. And some of you might even know what I'm about to say. Some of you might even be able to guess. Wizards are men. Okay? Wizards are men. Okay? A wizard is a man. A wizard is a dude. If you're a chick that casts spells, you're not a wizard. All right? You're a witch or an enchantress. Okay? Or something else. You could be whatever you want, but you're not a wizard. You're not a wizard. Sorry. You have to have a penis. You have to have balls. And you have to identify as a man in order to be a wizard. Okay? What about NB? Can they be wizards? Nope. They could be like warlocks or mages. Okay? I'm fine with that. Gatekeeper Paul. I know. Look, I'm just trying to fucking keep it real. Okay? I think the witch has more evil implications than the wizard enchantress works, though. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I think wizards are evil. I think wizards are just as evil as fucking witches are. I think that there could be good witches and bad witches. No true wizard. Yeah, sorceress. That works too. An evil wizard is pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. I mean, any wizard is cool. Evil, good, neutral, doesn't matter. Wizard is cool, but it's a dude. Okay. It's a dude. It's got a long beard, Got a floppy hat. Okay. I'm sick of this like character creator in a game, you know, and you pick wizard and then it's like lets you select a woman. It's like, huh? But wait. I also think of wizards as old. It doesn't matter how sexy they try to make Dresden. When I was reading, I kept picturing him with Dumbledore hair. Yeah. I kind of tend to agree with that too. I think in order to be a wizard, you have to have spent like a lifetime studying the magic, you know? I think you have to kind of be old. The Wizard of from Wizard of Oz was kind of lame. That's because he wasn't really a wizard. He was just an old guy with a hot air balloon. Okay? That's the point. It's like the Wizard of Oz was a cheater. He was just a shitty little rumple foreskin fucking dwarf guy who used a fucking big hologram projector to pretend he was a wizard, all right? He wasn't a real wizard. Yeah, a young wizard could be like a novice or a mage or an apprentice or a wizlet, a wizardling, you know, but not a wizard. All right. Look, I'm all for breaking down barriers and shit. I'm all about that. But there are certain things that are fucking true and there are certain things that are untrue, okay? And one of the things that's untrue is that women can be wizards. And look, it goes both ways. I don't think men can be witches. All right. I don't think you can have a male witch. I don't think that works. I think a male witch is like a warlock, right? There's a whole name for it. Didn't Gandalf materialize into an old man going off the Silmarillion? Maybe the show did it that. I look. I don't care. I don't care about the deep lore. Okay, I really don't. I care about appearances. And I care about norms. All right, and look, we've got to fucking uphold certain norms in society, or the fucking fabric of society will crumble. And I'm telling you right now, the instant we start all fucking just like sitting back and they're like, oh, wizards fight with a book. Oh, women are wizards. Then that's when wizards fucking die. Okay. Think you'll ever write your own fantasy novel? Probably not. Dude, if I ever wrote a novel, like a total fiction novel, I want to write a cyberpunk novel, dude. I am just so fucking in love with the cyberpunk setting. Male witches are called Mitches. Oh, wasn't there male witches on Bewitched? Was there? I don't remember if there were male witches on Bewitched. I remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Okay, she was a chick. I remember the Wicked Witch of the West. Chick. I remember the Witches of Eastwick. Chick. I remember that movie, The Witch. Chick. Okay, that's what I remember. I have not played Phantom Liberty yet. No, I want to, but I think I'm gonna have to wait till my computer gets upgraded. That's one of the things I've got to do once we get this meetup behind us. I got to get my computer upgraded. Got to get a new computer. It's time. Had this computer for like 8 years. It's time. Reboot the craft, but they're all twinks. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah, Stygian witches, all chicks. You're right. You're right. Chicks, chicks, chicks. Dudes, dudes, dudes. I'll tell you what, like really, I read and I'd read it back in my 20s, but I recently reread oh my god, I'm gonna brain fart on the fucking name now. So I'm like 2 books past it now. Uh, stupid fucking old stoner brain. Come on, spit it out. Foundational cyberpunk novel. Blah blah blah. Dude gets wrapped up in a fucking gets wrapped up in a thing where he's got to like try and take down this AI that's becoming sentient or whatever. Yada yada yada. Blah, 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 blah. Um, in Wizards of Waverly Place, Selena Gomez is a wizard. Nope. No, she isn't. No, she isn't. Blade Runner. No, not Blade Runner. Nope. Not Blade Runner. You can pull out your Audible. I could. You're right. You're right. I could pull out my fucking Audible. I don't know why I can't remember things. Well, I do. I know exactly why I can't remember things, honestly. Neuromancer, for fuck's sake. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I reread Neuromancer recently, and I was just like, whoa, I want to write a book about this. Like, I want this to be my idea. I wish I'd created this fucking aesthetic because it's so good. I love the like mixture of gritty, like poverty stricken future dystopia with high technology and shit. I love the idea of, you know, the Matrix or whatever being a thing that you jack into and you can fucking live a different fucking kind of way. I just love it, dude. I really do. I want it. Oh yeah, that one book with the guy and he did the thing with that girl. Yes. Yes, that one book. That one book with the guy who did the thing with the girl. Yes. You got it. I will boldly trigger Paul with my Baldur's Gate wizard run. Oh my god, yeah. It's another one. It's another one where they let you be a female wizard. And it's just like, oh my god. It's nothing sacred anymore. Nihilo sanctimus ne. Nihilo sanctimus ne. Is nothing sacred. Guess not. I've never read Alita Battle Angel, but I've seen the movie. And the movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. I thought the movie was really going to suck. It did bother me that like in the movie they spent all this CGI to give the chick anime eyes. I don't know why that needed to happen. I feel like it might have been just like a little bit better if they just left it, you know. Just like had a normal looking actress do it, but The movie was alright. It had its moments. Had some cool characters in it and some cool action scenes and stuff. I remember not like hating it as much as I thought I was going to. First, they let the gays get married. Now they're letting women be wizards. I know. Slippery slope. We tried to tell them. Dude, as soon as you start fucking undermining all these social norms, anything's permissible. And here we are, dude. 2023, and we got nothing but female wizards running around. Got wizards running around with big spell books because they apparently didn't study for the test or whatever. Not a single one of them studied for the test. They've got their cheat sheet with them all the fucking time. She's intentionally uncanny looking. It's to extra sell the whole. Yeah, I know. I get it. I mean, I just didn't like that part of it, I guess. I didn't like the way they did that. I didn't like the giving her big giant anime eyes thing. I thought it was pretty fucking cringe, but whatever. Next thing you know, my female parakeet is going to be a wizard. I know, right? I mean, why gatekeep anything, you know? Fucking Disney Pixar presents Dog Wizard. Okay, that actually sounds like it might be kind of fun. He's a wizard. He's also a dog. Dog Wizard. I could get into it. I could handle Dog Wizard, I guess. I would watch. Yeah, I would too. Dude, I hate the way that fucking Pixar is doing this. Like, they're so out of fucking ideas, bro. They're doing this like, what's something that isn't a person that we can personify? They're like, emotions. Now all the emotions are personified, and we make little cartoon characters to represent anger and sadness, depression and rage and mirth. Oh, what about elements? Oh yeah, fire is a thing. Fire is a person now. Just like, man, if you're gonna do this, you do it right, you know? Like I would love to get a pitch meeting with Pixar and just be like, look, I've got an idea. We're gonna make a Pixar movie about poop, pee pee, and farts. Okay. And the poops are happily living and they tolerate the pee pee, but they look down on farts, right? So the poops and the pee pee are at the top of society, but farts are looked down upon. And there's one little fart, right? And he decides he's tired of people treating farts wrong and he's going to prove to them that farts can do anything. And so he goes out into poo poo land to prove to the peepees and the poo poos that farts can do everything. Why not, dude? Why not? Call it the littlest fart or something, you know? Little squeaker. You seen the new movie out called Creator by the director of Rogue One? It's the opposite of creative. No, I haven't. What about sharts? Ooh, that's a good point. There could be a character that like he meets a shart, you know, and he's like, "Look, you're half me and half poo poo." That proves that we're all from the same butthole. I like it. What about queefs? I mean, we got look, dude. No, we don't got you don't gotta fucking hit me with the patriarchy accusations, okay? There could be queefs. The bravest little fart, yeah, dude. The bravest little fart. The happiest little toot. Yeah, you could have a little queef cameo. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Then all of a sudden, who are you? Honey, I'm a queef. You ain't never seen a queef before. Get Lizzo to play it, you know? You ain't never seen a queef before? No, I've never heard of a queef. You got a lot to learn, sugar. It's so sad how formulaic all those movies are, dude. But the fart gets front billing. I mean, look, dude, if it does well, they could do a spinoff where it's about queefs rising up. Lizzo should play as Shizzo the poop. Oh man. Oh man. Sassy black ladies to voice the queefs. Yes, of course. Like the queef has got to be a sassy black lady. Oh no, you didn't, child. Absolutely. Does this take place in someone's pants or the toilet? I was thinking like the sewer, right? Because that's where the shits all go. That's where the pee-pees and the poo-poos and the farts and everything, that's where it all goes. You know? So I was thinking just like the sewer. Yeah, and like a little fart decides to go down the toilet instead of radiating up. And the poops are like, welcome to Sewertopia. Wait, what are you? You're insubstantial. You're nothing but stinky air. You're no poop. Yeah, yeah, it could start in the body. I'm fine with that. Shaquifa. All right. All right. Fair enough, Shaquifa. Who are you? Honey, I'm Shaquifa the Queef. What's a queef? Well, let me tell you, dun 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 dun. Sometimes a little air gets trapped in your pussy. This idea is kind of shitty. I know, right? I tell you what, though, if they made this movie, it would get me back in the theaters to see a fucking Pixar film. I'd watch the bravest little fart for sure. Oh, it's got to be a fucking musical for sure. No, I've never seen Osmosis Jones. Sorry. About fucking 20 years past my time, I'm pretty sure. Of course, that whole idea is fucking passe now. because people never stop watching cartoons now. People never stop referencing their childhood cartoons now. You know, you can't go 5 minutes on the internet without a fucking grown ass adult, like a 20 something, who still fucking compares everything to SpongeBob. You know, every reference they have. Well, it's like with Patrick the fucking sea star and Squidward got in an argument over how much a Krabby Patty should cost. Who voices the fart? Tom Holland. Do you think Tom Holland would be a good fart? Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. There could be like little pieces of corn. They're like the minions for the bad guy. Like little pieces of shit corn. What is this? What even is this? What are we even talking about? Donald Dump. Pixar got somewhat close to a bodily function movie with Turning Red, a movie about a girl that started her period and turning into a red panda. What? That's what that movie is about? A girl getting her period? Oh my God. They've already done it. I'm fucking late. I'm late. I'm years late. Would Jimmy Fallon be a dump or a fart? A fart, for sure. Fallon's a fart. Fallon is a fart, for sure. Morgan Freeman's got to be like the old wise turd, too. Got to get Morgan Freeman on this. We need his voice. Morgan Freeman as Daddy Dump. Lizzo as the Queef Queen. Timothy Chalamet as the little fart that could. Who's going to voice piss? I don't know. We got to have some more ladies in there. Maybe we could get like Judi Dench or something to play piss. Just get like a real actress to jump in and play piss. The new Wonka look boo boo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that though. There are certain fucking movies that just should not be remade, and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of those films. It's just been proven for sure once now and is about to be proven twice when that shit comes out. Like there's just no fucking way, dude. Meryl Streep as piss. Yeah. I don't know if we can get her. Rosie O'Donnell as piss. Oh god. She could probably do it though. Oh yeah, Pauly Shore could be a piss. He could be a pee-pee. I could see it. Dude, we need the movie about things that happen in your bowels, man. Where you at, Pixar? Chalamet is the first Wonka I've wanted to duck. I mean, you didn't want to duck fucking what's his name, Willy Wonka, the original? You didn't want to fucking see paradise or whatever? You didn't want to let him take you to the fizzy lifting drink room and fuck you in zero gravity or whatever? I mean, I could do it. I could see it. But they made a full-on horror version of Willy Wonka. I mean, like the original book is kind of like borderline horror. The original movie definitely has its horror moments, so I could see that. But see, they're not smart enough to do something like that. They're not ballsy enough. They're just going to keep doing remakes and reinventions and prequels and all kinds of garbage. Fleshtopia, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of creepy shit in Willy Wonka. They could definitely fucking do like a horror Willy Wonka, but like I said, they don't have the balls. All the balls has gone out of fucking filmmaking. There's very few people that have the fucking will to do something against the grain and to try and make something new out of it. It's all about like predictability and roteness and scratching people's fucking nostalgia itch. They're not willing to fucking try out some different shit. Oh, it's just content. Ugh. You're so right. I haven't seen Bo is Afraid yet, no. I know you poo pooed it, but Barbarian did that. I mean, kinda. I feel like Barbarian was a big fucking rug pull. I feel like every time it's like started to get going, they introduced another storyline that made me want to fucking I don't know. I was not super happy with Barbarian, you know. I feel like that movie's got like the first 20 or 30 minutes of that movie fucking great. Like super well set up. They kind of trick you into thinking that like something horrible is going to happen with Bill Skarsgård, you know, that he's not the nice guy that they're portraying him as in the movie and yada yada. And then it just kind of goes off the rails from there. I think I mentioned it in the last show we did, but I watched Talk to Me recently. That was a pretty good horror movie. I want to see it again, honestly. I thought it was really good. Yeah, Talk to Me was good. One of those movies you can't even really like tell people what it's about without kind of spoiling, which is always that's always a good sign for me. Like if a movie has a premise that kind of spoils it if you know what it is, it's already pretty creative. What did you think of Donnie Darko? What the fuck happened in it? I mean, I don't know. Donnie Darko is one of those movies that, like, when it first fucking came out, I had a friend, it was like a next door neighbor of mine, lived in a condo across the street from mine. And dude was just like, "Oh my god, you got to see this fucking Donnie Darko, dude." And like I'm that kind of way. Like I'm kind of like if somebody tells me I got to see a movie too much, I don't want to see it anymore, you know? And so I fucking held out for a while and then I finally saw it and it was he'd built it up too much and I've never liked it. The accent seemed yeah, well, I mean it's an Australian movie. Talk to me is so fair puts it on a pedestal and it can never match the hype. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it, you know. I feel like people like get too zealous trying to get you to watch something sometimes and then it just doesn't live up. I thought it was really good. Like it was definitely like I was telling the guys like it gave me better Evil Dead vibes than Evil Dead Rise did. Like it felt more like an Evil Dead reboot than Evil Dead Rise did. And then, you know, it's what Rise was trying to be. Donnie Darko is a vibe movie. I don't know, man. I mean, I get what you're saying, but like this whole like, you goddamn kids these days, dude. Everything's a fucking vibe with you. All right. Look, I get it. I think part of something being good is the surprise at how good it is. If you go in and expecting it to be super good, it usually falls flat. Well, I try and do that, you know. I try and like I when there's a movie coming out that I'm excited about, you know, you hear about it or you see a trailer, I try and like keep myself away from reviews and other people's thoughts about it because I really like to make my own mind up about it. But that's increasingly hard because, you know, we live at a time where everybody's dumbass opinion is amplified fucking 10,000 times and fucking put in your face every 5 seconds. Scott Pilgrim didn't live up to the hype when I finally saw it. Yeah, I mean, I see that was a movie. I liked that movie because nobody I knew really cared about it or knew what it was, and I didn't go in with any expectations, and so I thought it was kind of stylistically cool. I like Jason Schwartzman a lot. I'm a big Jason Schwartzman apologist. Dude, Jason Schwartzman doesn't get enough love, dude. I'm gonna just say it right now, and he definitely doesn't get enough work. I feel like Jason Schwartzman could still be working. I think he's a great actor. He's been in quite a few fucking fantastic movies. worst movie in majority opinion that you actually like. I mean, there's a bunch of movies. Like horror wise, the one I always think of is Unfriended. I love that movie. The first one. I know they've made like sequels or whatever. I haven't even seen those. It's like it's an idea that I think just works. It's a one off, you know. But yeah, Unfriended was like a surprisingly interesting movie. It like really it sucked me in. Do you think Child was infected at the end of the thing? I mean, that's kind of what makes the thing, right? It's like it's a movie about paranoia. And so, yes, I think he could have been. It's possible that he was. I don't think there's anything definitive. Every time someone who saw it tells me about Unfriended, they're like, it's actually good. Still haven't checked it out though. Yeah, you should. I mean, I've never seen a movie like it. Like it's made in such a way that I've never seen a movie that exactly is like it. Like it's a horror movie that takes place over a Skype call where like the frame of reference is the Mac operating system. Like that's where the movie takes place. You see all the characters through their webcams. You see the main character whose eyes you're kind of seeing through, searching for things on the internet, using iChat and all this shit. I've never seen a movie like it. I mean, everybody likes them little puppet master guys. Yeah, the movies kind of suck, but the little puppet guys are pretty cool. I'm with you on that. Popular movie that you absolutely hate? I don't know. That's the thing with me is like when I really fucking hate a movie, I don't remember it for long. Like to me, that's what makes a movie hateable is that it's not memorable at all. I thought it was lame. All right. I mean, to each his own, I guess. Biggest disappointment of a movie? Ooh. One that really fucking slapped me upside the face because it was such a huge franchise when I was a kid and I was so into it was fucking Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull or whatever the fuck. Like holy fuck, man. I was super hyped for that movie when it came out and I went and saw it in the theaters and it was like, somebody just deflated my balloon. I was like, oh man. Indiana Jones sucks now? Fuck. I don't know. Like I don't know if younger people understand. Like Indiana Jones was huge when I was a kid. Like I worshipped those movies. I absolutely fucking worshipped those movies. They were just, some of my favorite things when I was a kid. And to see them like turn into just total like soulless trash kind of fucking takes the jam out of my donut. Remember, I'd only seen Crystal Skull before you showed me the older ones. Oh, yeah, that's right. Phantom Menace was a tough one, too. Phantom Menace was a deflating film to see. And it was such like a cultural fucking event, too. Because, me and all my friends, we'd all grown up with Star Wars, but it was still a little before our time. And so a long time had passed. And the fact they were doing another Star Wars was just like, holy fuck. And then wah, 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 fucking Jar Jar Binks comes flopping onto the stage, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this? Get me out. Yeah, I don't even want to see the new Indiana Jones. I don't even want to see it. I feel like I've had enough. Well, yeah, I mean, like, younger people, I'll still meet people. Like, I'll probably get in a conversation like this at the meetup. There's always somebody who wants to come up and tell me, like, the prequels were actually good. Like, I had a whole ass conversation about this at the Big Chief meetup that we did. There's a whole ass fucking. I sat down at a table with a bunch of people who were trying to convince me that the fucking prequels were good, and I had to put them in their place. I had to tell them that no, in fact, they aren't good. But whatever. I think your expectations are a little different when you're a kid, maybe. Darth Maul was cool, and Ewan is perfect casting as young Obi-Wan. Everything else I hated. Speaking as a 30-year-old, yeah, Darth Maul was cool. I mean, there was definitely some stuff about it. Like, some people shit on like the more choreographed Jedi battles and stuff, and I think that they're way like, I think that the Jedi fights are way cooler in the prequels than they were in the original series. But that's it's like one aspect of the films. Like, if you watch like some of the I mean, there were some cool ones. Don't get me wrong. The original fucking trilogy has some cool lightsaber fights and shit. Luke does some crazy shit, but there's a lot. Like, just go watch the fucking Obi-Wan versus Vader fight from Return of the Jedi or whatever the fuck. I can't remember which one that happens in. But just go watch that old fucking Ben Kenobi versus Vader fight, and then watch the Duel of the Fates. You know what I mean? Like, there's no comparison. So I thought that part was cool. Yeah, the Dune audiobooks are really good, man. Yeah, I've listened to all of them. I think they're really good. The Dune books in general, like, my guide to the Dune books is read the first one for sure. The first Dune is good. Uh, Dune Messiah is a maybe. Children of Dune is a maybe. God Emperor of Dune is a must, and you can actually skip. I really feel like you can. I really feel like you don't need to. You don't need to read all the Dune books. Like, the required reading on the Dune books is First Dune and God Emperor, and the rest of it is optional. There's scarcely any choreography in the prequels, huh? Like, that's the big complaint, is that they're over choreographed. Too much flipping and dancing around and shit. Excuse me, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Well, that's the thing. Is like, you know, if it was only lightsaber fights that I was going to it for, then I'd probably like the prequels and the new ones way better. But it's not. It's the story and the characters and the setting and the pacing and all of that fun shit. The cool practical effects. Like I still think Star Wars practical effects hold up to a lot of movies today. I think a lot of the shit in the original Star Wars trilogy, and this is before they went back and CGI'd a bunch of crap into it, which was another fucking travesty. I think that a lot of that shit holds up better than modern fucking CGI spectacle shit does. Do you like Palpatine? Yeah. Yeah, I thought Palpatine was you know, a stronger point in the prequels. Definitely like him in the original, obviously, but I thought he was a pretty strong point in the prequels. So mad Disney still haven't officially released the originals, but remastered sans CGI. Yeah, it sucks, man. You basically have to fucking pirate it or just have like the old VHS tapes of it or something if you really care to see the originals in original form. And I think Disney could make a billion fucking dollars just releasing it. Like they've got the original cuts of the film. They own the franchise now. It's like they just don't want to do it. Like the original director's cuts of, you know, the first 3 Star Wars movies, I'd buy them. You know what I mean? Like you could even like clean it up a little bit in terms of like, you know, remaster them a little. They clean them up digitally a little bit, but don't, you know, take out all the fucking CGI bullshit that was added and just leave the original effects. I'd get that shit. I mean, you can pirate them. There are definitely like original versions floating around out there for piracy purposes. You know, but nah. I have the Fox release on VHS somewhere around here. Yeah, I mean, you should hold on to those for sure. Because you literally can't find them now. They are literally unfindable now. Unfortunate, but true. I have a box set of the old tapes. They still work and they're super fun to watch on our old VCR TV. Yeah, dude. You know, like that's one of the things is like I don't want to get stuff until like I own my own house. But if it ever gets to the point where owning a house is affordable for me in any way, I want to have like a little fucking dude cave room where I just get like the biggest old CRT that I can, get an old VHS, buy a bunch of old VHS movies because they're relatively cheap now, not for long, like sooner rather than later. And I know people are starting to get into that old kind of like analog format stuff. Get some old consoles and hook them up. Just have like my dude cave, you know, my little dude corner. Get an old 8 track. I wish I had my old 8 track fucking stereo that I grew up with. That one was before even my time. That was my parents. They passed it down to me or whatever. I grew up with it. Like some of the old Disney VHS tapes are already selling for pretty good amounts. I'm sure they are. I mean, they were already extremely expensive back in the day. I remember like when Disney finally would release like Little Mermaid or whatever on tape. It's like $60 or something back in the day. So there's rumors of an Airbnb crash that'll lower housing prices when investors unload. Yeah, I mean, I'm fingers crossed, you know. I just feel like there's been rumors of this housing crash now for like 7 or 8 years, and it's just not happening. But we'll see. I mean, hopefully it does, but and I really hope that the people that fucking bought up all the houses to turn them into Airbnbs get fucked. I really hope they get fucked over financially. Is that shit just like fucking it like ruined the world for an entire generation of people. Stupidest thing about the CGI Star Wars was the music number at Jabba's. There was the music number at Jabba's. You know what the sticks out the most to me is when Obi-Wan and Luke go to Mos Eisley or whatever. The hive of scum and villainy is at Mos Eisley. I think it is. When they go to that like bar or whatever, like they're like walking into the bar and there's these big brontosauruses that didn't exist in the original movie, just CGI'd in, just like stepping in front of the actors and shit. Just like, why would you do that? The ski bopping CGI alien, yeah. Pretty garbage. Yeah, like they pull up in the land speeder or whatever, and then like they get out and there's just like in the foreground, there's fucking like giant brontosauruses wandering through. You're like, what is this? Dude, I had this giant fucking CRT TV at one point, and I think I sold it for like $100 or some shit back in the early 2000s, and I wish I still had it. Although I don't know how I would fucking move it around anymore. There's no way I could. It's a 3-man. It was a 3-man job to pick that fucking thing up safely. But I just had like a retarded huge CRT TV, and I wish I still had it. Completely blocking the shot in the one scene too. Yeah. Oh, there's tons of that. It's like, oh, let's throw some CG in there. It's like, why though? Like, why? Why do you got to do that to me? Don't, please. No. Anywho, we've done it, right? We've done it. Another Highdeology in the bag. For those couple of you that said that you're coming to the meetup, I will see you in a couple of days. Day and change now. For the rest of you, I'll see you when I get back. Hopefully, with some crazy stories to tell. It's always fun shooting the shit with you guys. Make wizards again. Get fucking Pixar to start working on the Pee Pee Poo Poo movie. Won't be at the meetup, but have fun. Well, you too. And I don't know, maybe you'll make the next one if there is a next one. Yeah, thank you guys for chilling. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being patrons as always. We'll see you next time.